Hello everyone, today I am going to take standard 8 science. We have completed 3 chapters. Now today I will start the chapter number 4. The name of the chapter is materials, metals and non-metals. Everything you are seeing around us, that is known as materials or matter. The everything which is present around us is known as matter. Matter means everything present around us is matter. Matter means the things which occupy space, which have mass, is considered as matters. Now if we see the matter, means in this world, all the things are of same kind? No, they are of different types. On this basis, this matter is divided into 3 categories, that is elements, compound, mixture. Elements is the purest form of the matter. Have you listened about the carbon, oxygen, iron? So these are the purest form of the matter. Now when the elements, 2 types of elements or 3 types of elements combine together, they form a compounds, that is compounds. Element is purest form. When more than 2 elements combine together, they form the compounds. And when the compounds combine together, they form the mixture. But in this chapter, we have to discuss about the element, that is the purest form. In this world, there are total 118 types of elements on our earth. Among them, these elements are further divided into 3 categories according to the periodic table. These 3 categories are metals, non-metals and metalloids. If we talk about the metals, there are total 95 types of metals, non-metals 17, metalloids 6. In this chapter, we will discuss about metals and non-metals. Metalloids are also the purest form, but these have the properties of metals as well as non-metal. So these are included in another category that is known as metalloids. Now in this chapter we discuss about the metals and non-metals according to their different properties, and these properties are known as physical properties and chemical properties. But first we will discuss what are the physical properties, what are the chemical properties. Physical properties means their appearance, how they look, what is their color, what is their states, what are their, means how they appear. So such properties are considered as physical properties. Next is chemical properties. When these substances react with the other type of substance, they give some different type of reactions, and such type of properties are considered as chemical properties. Now the next is differentiate between the metals and non-metals according to their physical properties. Here are total 7 physical properties. Now first is malleability. Malleability means when we beat the substance, it converted into the form of thin sheets-like structure. This property is known as malleability. Malleability means they can be converted into the thin sheets-like structure. Have you seen the container of iron that is having the thin sheets, that they can be converted into the paper? Paper is also having the thin sheets, but that is not the metal. Means iron material, that is a metal, can be converted into the form of thin sheets-like structure. This property is known as malleability, and this malleability is possessed by the metals, and non-metals cannot be converted into the thin sheets-like structure. Now the ductility. Ductility means the property by which they can be converted into the form of wire. You have seen the electric wire. It is having the material, that is the metal, iron or copper. So the property by which they can be converted into the form of wire, this property is known as ductility. And this ductility property is possessed by the metals, not by the non-metals. Now the next is sonorous. Sonorous means sound. the property by which the substance can produce the sound, this property is known as sonorous, and this property is possessed by the metals, not by the non-metals. If you have seen the containers of the aluminum, iron, if you beat them, then you can easily listen the sound. But suppose that oxygen is non-metal, it is present in atmosphere, it can produce the sound? No. So the sonorous property is possessed by the metals, not by the non-metals. Now the next property is appearance, how they look, means shining or non-shining. So the metals are lustrous. Lustrous means shining. Metals appears as it is shining, and this shining is known as lustrous, and non-metals are non-lustrous. Now the next property is conductors of heat and electricity. Conductor means the substance which allow the flow of heat and electricity through them are known as conductors, and which do not allow, they are known as insulator. So metals are the good conductors of heat and electricity. Through the metal material, the heat and electricity can pass, but through the non-metals, the electricity and heat cannot pass. So they are the poor conductors of heat and electricity. Now the next is state. State means solid, liquid or gas. Metals are generally solid. All the metals are generally solid except one, that is the mercury. Mercury is the exceptional case which is found in the liquid state. All the metals are exist in solid state. And non-metals exist in all the three states, that is some non-metals are solid also, some non-metals are liquid also, and some non-metals are found in gaseous state also. Now their hardness. Suppose that something is solid, so it is hard or soft. So generally the metals are hard, except two are there. Sodium and potassium are the two metals which are not very hard. They are soft and they are very reactive. In presence of this air only, if we keep the sodium and potassium like this only, they appears to be very active. Now the next is hardness of the non-metals. Generally the non-metals are solid, liquid and gas, and the non-metals which exist in solid state, they are very soft. Now the last is example. Now we have discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Now we will see their examples. Gold, silver. Your mother is using the ornaments of gold and silver, so it comes under the category of metal. You are using the utensils, that is the steel, aluminium, and the steel is made up of iron, and iron is non-metal. Our household materials are made up of metals only. Now the examples of non-metals. These metals do not see like that. Suppose that in this atmosphere there is a mixture of gases. In these gases there is oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. So such type of compounds, such type of elements are considered as the non-metal. Oxygen, sulfur, carbon, chlorine. So these are the non-metals. Now we will discuss about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Chemical property means they will react with the other substance. Now we will see when they react with a different type of substance, what will be the product. So first is metal react with oxygen. When metal react with oxygen, they form metal oxide, and these metal oxides are basic in nature, means they will be acidic or basic, and this how you can test by using the litmus paper. So when we use the red litmus paper, then that red litmus paper turns to blue, and this shows that the metallic oxides are basic in nature. Now we can see the first example. 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. Mg means magnesium. Magnesium is a metal. O2 means oxygen. In our atmosphere, oxygen is there, and this oxygen is found in the form of O2, that is oxygen. And when magnesium react with oxygen, it will form the magnesium oxide, and this magnesium oxide is basic in nature. Now we will see the next second rusting of iron. Nowadays rainy season is there. You can see this rusting process, means iron materials have easily the rust. So Fe means iron. It is the symbol of the iron. Now Fe plus 3O2 oxygen react with H2O. H2O means water and it forms 2Fe2O3 and H2O. Fe means iron, O2 oxygen, H2O water, Fe2O3 iron oxide. When in this rainy season in our atmosphere, oxygen is already there and water amount is also there, water vapors are there. So when the iron material in this atmosphere react with atmospheric oxygen and atmospheric water, it forms the iron oxide, and this iron oxide is only the rust. So this process can be easily seen during the rainy season. So this is the chemical property when the non-metals react with oxygen as well as water. Now the next is corrosion of copper vessel. Coppers are using as a container in the kitchen, and that copper container also have some green coating. It also have the rust like structure. So this is also due to the chemical reaction of copper with the oxygen, water and carbon dioxide. 2Cu, it is copper. O2, oxygen. H2O, water. CO2 means carbon dioxide. These three exist in our atmosphere only. And when this copper react with oxygen, water, carbon dioxide, it forms the copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. And these compounds when exist, it forms the green coating, and that is known as the corrosion of copper vessel. Now the chemical property of non-metal. When non-metal react with oxygen, it also forms the non-metal oxide. Same as the metal also form the metallic oxide, and when non-metal react with oxygen, it also form the non-metal oxide. But these non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. And how you can test? By using the litmus paper. When we use the blue litmus paper in the non-metal oxide, it turns to red, and this shows that the non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. We can see one example, S plus O2 burning SO2. This S is sulfur, and sulfur exists in the powder form. When this powder form sulfur is burned in presence of oxygen, it forms the sulfur dioxide SO2, and this is in the form of gas. And when this gas is collected and dissolved in the water, means SO2 sulfur dioxide, when this gas form is collected and dissolved in the water, H2O, and when they dissolve in the water, it forms the sulfurous acid. This is in the form of liquid and this is an acid. And what the acid do? It turns the blue litmus to red color. So this shows that the non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Means sulfur, when burned in the presence of oxygen, it will form the sulfur dioxide gas. And when this sulfur dioxide gas is dissolved in water, it forms sulfurous acid. And formula of sulfurous acid is H2SO3. Now there are some more chemical properties of metals and non-metals. This we will discuss in our next session. Thank you.